Everyone, this is Lord Shadrach speaking. It has come to my attention that New York hospitals are firing unvaccinated staff. That right there is going to really bite New York in the ass, and here's why. We're in the midst of a pandemic, people. I don't care how you feel about the vaccine. I don't care how you feel about people that are vaccinated or unvaccinated. I don't care how you feel about that. The thing is, we're still in the midst of a vaccine here, and there's a lot of people still dying from COVID-19. Yet New York right now, right here, wants to fire hospitals and fire hospital staff because they're not getting the vaccine. Personally, why the hell should it matter if someone wants a vaccine or not? That ought to be a personal choice. You can't force people to get the damn vaccine if they don't want it. And in the midst of this crisis, New York firing all sorts of, New York hospitals, I should say, firing all sorts of unvaccinated staff in the way of nurses and doctors, that ain't good. That ain't cool. Because there's going to be a big shortage in the way of qualified staff take care of patients that have COVID. Think about that. Think about it for one split second here. Let that marinate on your brains. This ain't the right time to be terminating anybody, people. You really need to understand that in the midst of a pandemic, you're going to need all the help and all the resources you can get. And this replacing these terminated doctors and nurses and what have you in the way of, how should I put it to you, the National Guard, when these doctors and lawyers and what have you, these doctors and nurses don't even know what the hell they're doing half the time, that ain't going to help anybody. We're still in the midst of a pandemic, and what do you do when the pandemic is over? What are you going to do? Because there's going to be a lot of unvaccinated staff that are in need of work. We're already facing shortages here, people. It's not just the pandemic that we're going through. We also got a lot of shortages, too. And yet everyone's still going to be praising Biden left and right, even when there's no food in their cabinets at home. I mean, this is what Biden's America is going to become. And in fact, it's already here. But still, the New York hospitals better reverse their decision on firing these unvaccinated doctors and nurses, because there's going to come a time when all these hospitals are going to wish they never did that in the first place. Now, I know a lot of people will ignore me. I mean, barely anybody gives a rat's ass what I have to say, but anyways, that's my opinion on it.